Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwarash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. A sincere Shalom to the hopeful like this out there, listening, learning, and or teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom. So check out these devils lying through their teeth, trying to promise you people the world when they already got you in a bad spot. Now they trying to give you an offer you can't refuse, man. These devils are on some other shit, man. These devils are wilding, man. Like like one of the brothers was saying yesterday, man. Esau is just wilding out, bro. It's not enough he has the whole world. He wants everything, man. He wants to control your soul, man. It's not enough for him to have all the resources, all the money, all the influence, all the power, gold, silver, oil, you know, all this shit. No, he wants to be able to control every last person on this earth. You see? That's the plan of the NWO. That's why they want to put an RFID chip inside of everybody, man. All right? Like it reads in Habakkuk chapter 2, where it talks about how he heaps unto him all people, man. Right? This man is insatiable. All right, the title of this article, it says Elon Musk says AI will create so much wealth that everyone can have a penthouse if they want. And that's a goddamn lie. All right, but let's get the scriptures, man. What does the scriptures say? This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. Right? And who is our enemy? Enemy number one is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He is the enemy of the nation of Israel. And who is the nation of Israel today? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay? These devils done had us in slavery. These devils done stole our land from us. All right? To this day, subjecting our people to all type of programs and, you know, having us just being in a bad spot financially, man. Where we have to go to him for everything. We can't really get ahead out here. Okay? And now this devil is promising you a penthouse, right? All you got to do is put a chip in your hand. You see? That's what they trying to. That's the dream they trying to sell you, man. But just like everything they sell you, it's all bullshit, right? Just think back to C19 a few years ago, where they told you if you take this Jabberwocky in your arm, oh, it's gonna save you from the illness. But it itself was an illness, man. More people die from the Jabberwocky than from the illness. You see, it's a trap, it's a snare, right? Psalms 91 calls this man the fowler, okay? But it says back in Sirach 12:16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart, right, in his mind, he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. That's right. He's ready to put Jake into a bind, man. All right. And really this is coming for everybody, man. This is the Lord's judgment on the whole world. This is the Lord's chip, or not judgment, but test rather. This is a test, the hour of temptation that's coming upon all the world, man. Okay. And but we're only speaking to Jake out here, man. You Israelites, you're the only ones that can come back to this heritage, because this is your heritage, the Bible, the law, statutes, commandments, right? These prophecies, these all pertain to us, man. The promises, okay? And so don't be listening to this devil, man. These Edomites, they always have all these empty promises, man. But at the end, it's always to further their agenda, okay? Nobody's gonna be living in no penthouses but these elites. Okay, because they could have all the money in the world, which they already do, but what do they have you in? They have you in the hoods, out here scrapping and hustling and bustling just to make a few dollars, man. All right, so the more wealth you give these Edomites, the more greedy they're gonna get, man. All right, so it's not like they're gonna give anybody a penthouse, okay? And you shouldn't even want to live in a damn penthouse anyway. All right, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. Let's get into the article. It says, as concerns grow over how artificial intelligence could reshape the job market, one of the world's richest tech leaders is offering a bold and controversial solution. Billionaire Elon Musk said in a post one on X, universal high income via checks is issued by the federal government is the best way to deal with unemployment caused by AI. In response to one critic, Musk followed the claim up with another one. AI/robotics will mean everyone can have a penthouse if they want. In the same breath, the tech mogul reasoned that output will be orders of magnitude higher, implying scarcity would therefore be a non-issue. And that's a fucking lie, man. Because right now, we have plenty of output, we have plenty of resources. This entire world was given to us, the Israelites, by Yahweh Shemau Shai. Okay? And what came with this world was an abundance of resources, man. Okay, water. Water is supposed to be free. But here we are in America buying water, buying wood. Wood grows out of the fucking ground, man. Because these devils have created a capitalist system, man. Okay, let's get real quick in the etymology online. And Salakia for my phone being slow right now. Let's get the capitalist. Lord's will to load. Capitalism, political / economic system which encourages capitalists, is recorded from 1872 and originally was used sparingly by socialists. The meaning, here we go, concentration of capital in the hands of a few, power or influence of large capital. Okay, so the point of this society is to concentrate riches in the hands of the small few, which are the elite international bankers, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, so on and so forth. All right, and then a little bit of that money will trickle down to their puppets, and the leaders underneath them, and your high level CEOs. Okay, but at the very bottom, you're gonna have Jake, and you're gonna have a lot of other heathens as well. Okay, so this whole notion of, oh well, we're gonna have a better system with more resources because of AI, so therefore you're gonna be able to have a penthouse. That's a lie. Okay, all that's gonna happen is they're gonna continue to increase their wealth, and you're gonna stay right where you're at because that's capitalism. Okay, so you know that's just the spirit that Esau's in, man. Esau's not gonna share just because he got more. Okay, only way he's gonna share if the people start revolting and shit like that, then he might give up a few crumbs to make you people calm down. Okay, but nevertheless, I want to grab another scripture, man. This is Isaiah 5 and verse. We're gonna read verse 8 here. It says, "Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth." Okay, that's what they do, especially with this capitalism, man. What do you see now with all these properties being bought up by these corporations? And then what do? They buy up all these properties. They buy up all these apartments so they can raise the rent and basically box people in. So where they have to pay crazy ass rent, hey, no apartment in America is worth no $1,000 a month, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. All right, but some of us gotta pay that, man, depending on where you live. And it's bullshit, but that's the system he created. You got an apartment that's falling the fuck apart. It used to be, 500, now it's $1,000 just because they can. You see, it says, "Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. Right? They buying up all the properties so that there's very few properties that are just owned by regular people. It's all corporations, right? And basically that way they could control the price, right? Because if it was just regular people, they would have regular prices. But since it's a corporation and they all together, they could keep them prices high and there ain't no competition, man. What did Rockefeller say? Competition is a sin. So, their mindset is to destroy the competition and monopolize everything so that if you want a product or service, for example, with internet, right? Let's just say they have only one internet company in your area. Now you're fucked. If you have a problem with that internet company, you can't do anything because now there's no other company you could go to get internet. So you got to put up with their shit. So if they raise your internet bill by double, hey, guess what? If you don't like it, you got two options. You could pay double or you could have no internet. See, and that's how they do it here in America, man. Oh, you don't like the price of rent? Go somewhere else. Oh, well, there is nowhere else to go. So guess what? You're going to pay that rent. You see? And let's read it in the NLT. What sorrow for you who buy up house after house and field after field, right? Who's buying up field after field? You could look at the Gil Bates of hell. That guy's been buying a bunch of fields, man. Okay? He's been buying up a bunch of these different pieces of land out here. Okay? So they could do what? So they can control the food supply, man, because eventually they want to make you people eat bugs and lab grown meat and bullshit like that, right? So that's how it starts, man. It's all through this. It's all about control, man. It's not about you having no penthouse. All right. It says, what sorrow for you who buy up house after house and field after field until everyone is evicted and you live alone in the land. That's right. That's exactly what's going on here in America, man. You see, and what sorrow awaits you people, you disgusting Edomites, man. You created a system that's so twisted and wicked like this. Who the hell would come up with a system like this, man? All right? Let me pull up that article again, man. That shit is nuts, man. You know? Here we go. Elon Musk says AI will create so much wealth that everyone can have a penthouse if they want. You know? So we go down here. It says Musk's original post, 68 million views strong, is well timed. It lands amidst concerns about AI replacing people's jobs alongside headlines that suggest 20% of jobs are at risk for automation. Hey, that's only going to continue, man, because that's prophecy. The scriptures tells us that, well, there's a lot of prophecies in the scriptures that line up with this, man. All right, when the keepers in the house shall tremble, roughly paraphrase. Let's get that in Ecclesiastes, where it talks about, because there's gonna come a time when these jobs ain't gonna be around no more, man. All right. Um, all right. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 4. And actually, let's look at verse 3 real quick. Yeah, we're gonna start at verse 3 real quick. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinder," right? Grinding is going into work. "When the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets," right? It's going to be a very dark time out here. People ain't going to have jobs. The economy is going to collapse. AI is going to take everybody's jobs. It's going to create chaos. Then what are they going to do? They're going to offer you that solution. That's why Elon Musk, with a shit-eating grin, is out here telling you you're going to have a penthouse. Because, hey, it's they setting the stage. They plant that seed in your heart. Okay, yes, the system looks like it's collapsing. Everybody sees it. But in the midst of that, they already planting the seed in your head of, oh, there's this new system that's going to be set up. Universal high income, right? Implantable technologies, um, fucking digital IDs, everything going digital. They're already planting the seed in your people's heads, man. You see? But the scriptures, we've been telling you first here at Great Millstone, these things was going to happen, all according to biblical prophecy, man. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, right? It's going to be low amounts of work very soon because AI going to take everybody's job. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, right? The voice of the bird, you know, because you're not going to have your alarm clock, man. You're just going to wake up in the morning because you ain't going to have a job to go to. You ain't going to be waking up at 4 in the morning to go drive to your job, man. All right, the daughters of music being brought low because people are gonna be in a low spirits, man. Okay, you already see glimpses of this with this shitty ass music we got nowadays, man. That's a glimpse of that, man. All right, but it's gonna get worse, man. It's gonna get much worse before it gets much worse. Okay, let's see what else we got in this article, man, real quick. You get a penthouse, and you. Some experts have made similar claims as Elon Musk, suggesting that AI or robotics will create massive abundance in the not so distant future. We already have massive abundance. And how much are they sharing it with you people? Nothing. So what makes you think they're gonna give you a penthouse, man? You know? And even if they did give you all that, it's always gonna bite you in the ass. All right, yeah, you get a penthouse, but they're gonna take your soul because basically you ain't gonna be able to do nothing but obey them, because again, that's gonna go back to that chip. They're gonna tell you to put a chip in your hand or in your brain, and now you belong to them. You are owned by Esau, man. All right. It says, so yeah, man, these devils are lying. That's all they know how to do is lie and come up with these different schemes, man. But we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. That's pretty much all I want to go into, man. Just a quick hit. They ain't talking about nothing in this article. Let's get 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, man. All right. Stay circumspect, Yasharala. Don't fall for none of this. You heard it here first. A great millstone. We've been telling you what's gonna happen decades ago, man, and it's happening now. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, where we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. Want to grab the word devices? G3540. Neoma, and it means a mental perception, a thought, and evil purpose. All right, so the evil purpose of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, we already know what it is. We know this devil wants to put everybody into a digital prison, okay, and he's gonna say and do whatever he has to do. So we know the end game, so we're not gonna be fooled, man. The spirit and power through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai, we got the breakdown of these scriptures. All right, this is gonna keep our minds stable and strong in the days to come because it's gonna be a lot of deception out here. Right, you got these other camps out here that are not right. They sold out to Esau. They sold out to the elites. So they teach him that, the name of the Lord it doesn't matter. Or they're teaching, oh, well, we can build here in Babylon. You could take the jump shot if you want. Hey, those are the same camps that's going to say you could take the chip if you want. It's not the MOTB, right? They're going to say that. And what's going to happen, man? Those of you that follow them, you're going to be destroyed because you followed a false doctrine. All right, but here at Great Millstone, we got the 100% wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Speaking about mental stability, man. All right, those of you that are not in this truth, you're gonna bug out, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, a penthouse, yeah, okay, great. Give me that universal basic income. Oh, I got to get the chip? All right, fine. It's okay. It's not the chip because you didn't listen to the doctrine. You see, but those of us that are rooted and grounded in this truth, Lord's will I be one of them, we're going to be all right. We're going to be calm, cool, and collected, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. So it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Bashim Shai is his treasure. All right. So with that, I want to finish by giving all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. A sincere shalom to the hopeful like this out there, listening, learning, and or teaching the truth in sincerity. Shalom wa, abad, shalom.